Alright boys, in this video, we're going to be showing you our brutal mindset that we know is going to take us to the top 1% of music producers in the industry. This video is going to be pretty ruthless, to no BS insight into how we think on a day-to-day basis, and our mindset to how we approach our business and music. So first of all, I just want to say there is absolutely no problem with having music as a hobby, no problem at all, but this is probably not going to be the video for you. However, if you're genuinely serious, like us, about getting to the top 1% of music producers, then this is the perfect video for you. It's going to be ruthless advice that we've mentioned and everything that we think about every single day. First of all, the most important element to success and getting to the top is persistence and never giving up. Obviously, you've probably had people tell you this before. We know it's cliche, but we're going to frame it in a way that's going to make you realize how important persistence actually is. So to start, I'm going to tell you a quick story about something that happened last week and a question somebody asked me. Somebody basically asked me, when am I going to draw the line with the music if I'm not at a point where I want to be? So they're asking me if I get to 25 and I'm not making enough of music, or I'm not where I wanted to be, like, when will I draw the line and when will I get a real job? However, because of the mindset I've adopted and the persistence that I have, I told them I would never draw the line and I'd never stop doing music until it starts working. Now, this went back and forth for a while, but that's the short story. And this is pretty much what sets us apart from everybody else. The only reason you can fail and the only reason you would not make it is if you did have a point where you would draw the line and say, alright, I'm going to stop. And that point exactly is where you fail. As soon as you decide to have a point where you're going to draw the line, you've already given up. However, if you don't have that line in the sand, if you don't have that backup job and you never give up, it's absolutely inevitable that you're going to succeed and you're going to be able to reach your goals. Just like the title of this video, we mention 1% of producers. The term 1% is probably a term you've heard a bunch of times from heaps of random motivational people on Instagram or YouTube, whatever. The reason that the 1% is the 1% is because 99% of people, they give up and they stop trying. And when you break it down, the 1% aren't even that special. They're just the people who didn't give up. If you can persevere through roadblocks, solve problems, and just keep pushing through even when it gets hard, you've already beaten 99% of people. So whether you want to have a huge type beat channel or you want to be a content creator like Carl Beats or Boy Wonder or whatever, as long as you're doing tasks that's going to push you towards your goals every single day and you're persistent with it, there is absolutely no chance that you can't achieve whatever you want to do. And this is leading perfectly on to exactly how we think and exactly why we know we're going to make it. Everything we just talked about, we've adopted into both of our mindsets. We've agreed to never give up. We've agreed to persist through anything, any problems, and keep going until we've made it. Because we've both adopted this mindset, we're absolutely certain with enough time, we're going to make it. Some of you may call it delusion, but in our heads, it's just inevitable. It may take us 6 months, it may take us 2 years, 5 years, 20 years, but we've accepted that we just know it's going to come eventually. And until then, we're going to keep working, making music, making content, and just building and growing on our existing progress. For a pretty long time now, we've both wanted to do music and we've both wanted to do it full time. And it feels like we're doing what we're meant to be doing here anyway. Plus, you only live once, so you may as well give a crack at whatever you actually want to do. And for most of you watching this video, that's probably music.
So with all of that, you can make the switch today in your head, in your mindset, to go all in with music and make this your full-time career. It doesn't matter what specifically you want to do in the music industry, whether you want to be a bedroom producer, be on the top charts and all the big records, or anything else. To truly adopt this mindset, cut the plan B. Having a backup plan is having self-doubt that you won't achieve your goals with your original plan. There is nothing wrong with working a job on the side if you've got bills to pay and people to support financially. But for you young guys who are watching, you're probably in school and you're able to live at home, so take advantage of this. If you need some money, you can get a part-time job that still allows you enough time to prioritize music. Your years living at home and having lots of time is limited, so make the most of this and go all in with your music. For us, we left high school early without our qualifications to get into university or college, which goes to show how committed and confident we are to making our dreams come true. So now that you've adopted this mindset, you can play the long game. You now don't need to be thinking, how can I make money quickly? How can I blow up instantly and get placements ASAP? Once you've accepted that you are going to be doing this, you can be patient with your growth, not take any shortcuts, and be able to grow a better and more successful business. People who think of this as a side hustle have a short-term mindset, which leads to them cutting corners massively. For example, DMing 100 rappers a day, trying to sell sample packs when they have 20 followers, DMing successful producers for their loop email, even when they have nothing to show for, which is ruining their long-term growth. So be patient, work hard every day, and the results will come when you're ready to receive them.
Alright, the last thing you need to have in check in order to get to the top 1% is consistency. So pairing this whole mindset and everything we've talked about in this video with consistency, and like we mentioned before, doing tasks that's going to get you towards your goals every single day, there is absolutely no doubt in our heads that you can make it as well. If your beats aren't good, just work on making them better. Same thing with your samples. If your network isn't good and you don't have opportunities around you, become a person that people want to work with and be around. And remember, you need to create your own luck. Literally, everybody will get their chance to have their break and become successful, even you. But in order to do that, you need to work hard, you need to create your own luck, and just keep doing whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes. The more time, energy, and effort you put into reaching your goals, the faster and better the luck is that's going to come your way. You will have your break one day, the luck will come towards you, just please don't give up. There's absolutely no reason you can't make it unless you've given up. So, we'll see you at the top.